And the reason, I want to go back to the root of why even this conversation is coming up. You know what I mean? Like that, I have a client that I train and stuff like that. She has 2 kids, and I mentioned this in the last episode like that. And the reason that this came up is because she, I asked her the question of like, what did you want to do? You know what I mean? Right now she's unemployed. She still trains with me and like that, and she's going through a real hard time right now. She's doing a lot of treatments for why can I not think about she's unemployed. She's doing a lot of treatments, chemo treatments and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay. And right now, like, her whole work career is on hold. And
Right.
the question came up, we were talking like that, and what did you want to be? All right. And she said that she wanted to be a photographer, when she was little. All right. And I was like, why did you ever want to do that? I was like, it doesn't really take that much. For me, starting out and like that, I had no clue at all about podcasting and videoing and stuff like that and editing and like that. And I just simply, in my mindset, I had what I wanted to do. I reached out to you and I made it happen.
Right.
And freaking till this day, now we're 27 episodes in, almost. I think we're coming up on our year, bro. Yeah, I needed to freaking look at that. We're coming up on our year from the first time we did our first episode like that. But it's just been a learning lesson. Has it been perfect or anything like that? No, it's evolving and it's changing, and we're making things little by little better and things like that. But not one time I've ever had I never let anyone tell me I can't do it.
Right.
For her, it was different. She wanted to be a photographer, and her mother said she couldn't do it. Like, why do you want to do that?
Right.
You can't do that. So she had that in her mindset that, in the environment, the culture that she was brought up in, that, what, I can't do it. That's not meant for us.
Right.
And so I simply turned to the kids too, that were working, there in her personal training session like that. I'm like, what do you want to do? She has a 4-year-old. She has a 13-year-old. 4-year-old, I told you, like, she wanted to be a firefighter, like that. She said she had one of the dogs from Paw Patrol freaking is a firefighter, so that's why she wants to be a firefighter.
He is.
All right. Yeah. And then the 13-year-old said she wants to be a fashion designer,
Okay.
And this is a classic saying, like that, because kids are what?
What sponges, bro.
No. But like, freaking back in the day, what's the saying? Kids are meant to what? Kids are meant to be seen.
Be seen and not heard, bro.
Not heard. How do you feel about that statement?
I just think it's ridiculous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you can teach somebody to ever be a fly on the wall from the time they're little and ever expect them to be able to walk into a room and command control and attention in the room. Like, you told me when I was little to just sit in the corner and shut up. Yeah. So that's what
Adults
I did.
Are talking.
Right.
And
then, you just have to, you have to understand that they're children.
Yeah.
You have to understand that there's ways to do it. You come in, you say, excuse me. You don't just walk in and,
that needs to be taught for sure.
Right. But not just go sit over there in the corner and don't speak.
It's just a combination of things of priority, respect and things like that. But I don't think I understand, like that, because, we came from that era. Right. I mean, like, those are talking, shut up, like that.
Right.
You're fucking laying on the freaking grocery floor, while the moms are talking for hours because they,
right.
Shit like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, we go. No, shut up. Yeah. But and the reason I say this is because as the 13-year-old was telling me she wanted to be a fashion designer, as she's telling me this stuff, and she was like, I was already looking on Amazon. I found like a $10 freaking fashion designing book for her, like little beginner creator book.
Right.
Ordered it right there. She didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
Like that. I wish I would have found something for firefighting, but I'm not too sure what like that. I wanted to get the girl something too.
Like a water hose.
But ended up getting the next day. So the next time I saw her on the personal training session, I asked the mom, hey, I got something for your daughter. All right, can I give it to her? you know, and then she opened it up and she took it out. You know what the first thing she said, you know, to me when she opened it up? She was elated. She was so happy and excited that she got it. But the first thing that she told me when she opened it up and saw it was a fashion design like book with crayons and stuff like that, she was like, "You listen to me."
That's sad, bro.
You know?
That's
and
sad,
that, man, like,
I laugh, but that's sad.
It hit me a different way when she said that. You know what I mean? Because, like, I thought she was like, "Oh, thank you so much, coach. You know, I can't believe it." You know? No, the very first thing that she said, you know, out of excitement, was that you listened to me.
Right.
You know? And this is why it brings up this conversation today. It's like how often, you know, are your kids telling you something and you truly listening? You know,
I think that people get, well, one, I think people are way too selfish. Mm-hmm. So if it's not about them, they don't even care to begin with, right? Mm-hmm. Like, just whatever. But the other thing is, people going, these are kids, so you don't know what you want. Mm-hmm. But he may not know what he wants at 40, mm-hmm. but he knows what he wants at 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows what he wants. When your kids say they want ice cream, right? Mm-hmm. They understand that's what they want. Mm-hmm. That's what they want. Now you have to attach the journey to get to the ice cream.
Yeah.
And that's a happy plate, including the asparagus. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have to teach them, okay, you want something, you work for what you want.
Yeah, it has to happen.
And then you get it. Mm-hmm. And you listen to each one of those things, and then you end up there at the end of the day. So I've got a stepdaughter, and I've got my daughter.
But she's like 21 now, right? Or something like that?
No, bro, she's like 18.
Oh, she's in college though, right?
She's in college.
Oh,
yeah.
so like 18, 19.
Yeah, she's like 18. She's a freshman in college. Mm-hmm. She's on the way back right now. And you know, she'd go and she'd say stuff, and she'd, I want to do this, I want to do this. She wanted to go to Japan with her school. There was, you know, some money to go to Japan. And her mom was like, yeah. And I was like, look, I was like, listen, the baby girl wants to go to Japan, mm-hmm. right? She may never get to go another chance to go to Japan. Mm-hmm. She's going to Japan, mm-hmm. right? Oh, but I'll figure out how to pay for her to go to Japan. Mm-hmm. Oh, whatever. I'll figure it out. Just whatever. Y'all want to sell barbecue plates? Sell barbecue plates. I'll figure out how to get it to Japan. Because, and I tell them, there's you sitting, but I feel like there's nobody ever going to be able to come into any of my kids' life, mm-hmm. especially my daughter's life, and woo them with some shit, because they're going to be like, nah, my daddy did all that. Like, you got to be a special motherfucker because my daddy did all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the same way with my son. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The streets aren't going to be able to allure my son. Yeah. Because he's like, well, my daddy has all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's this, like, you have to pay attention to where they are, though. Yeah. You have to pay attention to where they are, what they want, what they're looking at, what they're doing. You have to pay attention to all of those things to know who that child is. Yeah. Or what they could be. Or what they could be. Yeah. Or what they could be. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I think this is the main thing that, you know, the whole message of what they could be. Right. Because of what you're saying or what you're doing, you know, by your actions. Right. Like that. You know, and so let's go back to my client that, you know, the environment that she was growing up, her parents telling her that she can't be a photographer like that. You know, I have another client too, and I asked him this question. I was like, you know, was there ever anything that your mom or your dad stopped you from doing that you really wanted to do? And he was telling me about, you know, him, you know, in because he's from Houston, and this is before Clear Lake is what Clear Lake is today and stuff like that. And he would always say that they would go to Clear Lake, you know, to go down there because, you know, it was closer than going all the way to Galveston. But he said you always remember seeing this one sign, and it was for a judo school. Okay. All right, like that. And, you know, he's 70 years old, black male, and like that, you know, living in 3rd Ward area like that. Okay. As for a black male living in 3rd Ward area, growing up in school, what is the quintessential sports that you would be playing? Boxing, basketball, football. Yeah. You see what I mean? Track. All right. Yeah. So he wanted to do this judo school. Mom signed him up.
okay, like that. Freaking, but the dad instantly pulled him out. We're not doing that. You know, freaking, we don't, and put him back into freaking basketball and football. All right? Why? Why would that ever really happen? You know what I mean? And this is a point that I was telling him and stuff like that. This is one of the things that's very hard for me to do, you know, as I'm selling to, you know, to parents and stuff like that. Primarily, a lot of mine are black or, you know, Hispanic, like that. How many freaking black or Hispanic, you know, world champions do you know of right now today in jiu-jitsu?
Well, currently, like in the past year, I think Jansen and Gabrielle
Jansen,
they're both Brazilian.
They're Brazilian,
but I think, but you could look at them and tell they've got the African background in them. But as far as
Shane here Taylor, you know,
but not. I was talking about current year, but you're talking
about I'm just talking about just overall.
But there's only a handful, bro.
Yeah, like less than 5.
Jamil,
yeah.
I think DJ. I know DJ's a Nogi world champion at least.
Demetrius Johnson, or who are you talking about?
DJ Jackson.
DJ, I got to see a picture of him.
DJ Jackson. He's actually now. Shout out to DJ. Me and him still kind of talk back and forth. He's actually teaching jiu-jitsu over in Thailand at
Fairtex, I think you did say that. Yeah. Over but you know that's just my point there.
But it's a handful, bro. It's a handful.
Like, and I understand that, and it's a very hard thing to go against what, you know, their culture is known of. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know, you're not gonna see hundreds of freaking black or Mexican jiu-jitsu world champions. Okay,
right.
I don't even think there's one Mexican, you know, freaking world champion, like, you know, ever premiered or even got close. You know, I haven't.
I think that I think that may be right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just not our sport. Right. What is our sport? Soccer,
football.
You know, football,
football,
boxing,
right?
You know, like that.
Right.
You know,
right.
Like, I understand that. You know, but what could be? All right, is it going to be easy road? Fuck no, it's not going to be easy road. But if I wanted to do it, or, you know, my client wanted to do it, who's to say that he couldn't have been the first?
Right.
Who's to say that I can't be the first?
Right.
Even for you know, the little girl that in my class that I got the fashion for, you know, like that. You know, who's to say that she can't be the first black jiu-jitsu like that? There's no one in the class that looks like her.
Right.
You know, like that. For me, I love it. You know, she's one day she came in, like one day she had her braids in, the next week she freaking had her fro out, and I love that. I was like, oh, I love your style. You know what I mean? Right. But other kids around, you know, they don't see those things ever, especially in this type of culture, and, you know, it's off-putting, and they have questions, and it makes them insecure. You know, like that, it makes them doubt themselves. Oh, they don't want to freaking come back to class because they can't just be themselves. You know, let their hair out, and, you know, like, you know, pun intended.
Right.
You know. So, but who's to say that they couldn't be the first? You know what I mean? And it's because the culture that you've been growing up as a parent like that, it rubs off, and then now you're forcing that onto your kid. You know what I mean? So I think it's a very, you know, hard thing to do. I understand, you know what I mean, like that. But I think it's something that is necessary, you know, for progression, change, you know, to make sure that the potential is really filled if that's what they really want to do.
It's so hard to break the societal chains.
Yeah.
It's so hard to break the societal chains. And all those societal chains come from your socioeconomic, like it comes from where you are.
Yeah, you start to build all these glass walls, you know, like that.
You start putting up all these imaginary borders, and we can't do this and we can't do that, and you're just a little kid from the hood. You'll never be able to. It's like, but you don't know what the fuck I'll be able to do. You have no idea what I'm capable of doing. But if I convince you to put up that wall, you'll never be able to do it.
Yeah. What's the saying? And I'm pretty sure you heard this one too. All right. Freaking, if you want to make sure that you can't do something, you tell it to who? A small-minded person.
Right.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
You know.
It's it, bro.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can do about it.
And more likely, those type of people are the ones that, you know what, they've never even left, you know, that 5-mile radius of where they grew up. You know what I mean? They haven't even been outside their county, let alone the state, let alone the freaking country, you know, and really seen, you know, more of what could be of this whole world that can offer them, you know.
It was, oh my God, what was that? It's a song about dreamers. It's a song about dreamers. And it's so not J. Cole, because J. Cole says I'm a small town dude, but I got bigger dreams. But there's a song.
Meek Mills, Drake was Kendrick.
This is a song. Oh man, this is a rock and roll song.
Like Aerosmith, Dream On.
Dream On is a good song, but it's not that one.